Hey Libra, welcome to June 2020. I'm pulling from this thing, the Modern Witches Tarot deck, because I'm a modern witch. You know what I mean? Okay. Well, interesting. We got the Sun in reverse. So let's clarify the Sun in reverse, shall we? Five of Swords in reverse. Whoa! Okay. Nine of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. Three of Cups. Anything else want to come out? Yes, the Ten of Cups. Beautiful. So, whoa, okay, that's not really helpful. Okay. I've got some more. Knight of Swords. Four of Swords. Nine of Cups, Seven of Cups in reverse. So, I mean, the overall vibe is positive for you, Libra. I feel like, definitely I get the sense, sort of, just off the bat, that you're taking some kind of charge in your life. Like, you are taking the reins of these horses that you're metaphorically riding. And we got two Knight energies here, too, which is fun. We got Swords, which is you, air energy, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. And we got the Wands, fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Why do people even bother naming? I don't know what I'm doing, Libra. But I guess that's kind of the point, maybe, is, like, even if you don't know what you're doing, or I don't know what we're doing, maybe the fact that, like, no one knows what they're doing is, like, kind of liberating. Because I think with the Seven of Cups in reverse here, it's like, I mean, maybe you're like, yeah, like, I don't know what I'm doing. And also with the Nine of Cups in reverse, too, I feel like there's kind of a sense of, like, you know what, like, I've just faced so much disappointment and stress and kind of foiled plans, and I mean, especially since everything got canceled, right? And just all the pressure and stress we've been under, and also, like, all the, like, unknown variables about our futures, like, collectively. I think with the Seven of Cups, it's like you're becoming clear on the fact that any attachment to a future outcome is sort of, like, not serving you right now. So I don't know with the Seven of Cups that you're necessarily gaining clarity about something you do want, but here with the Nine of Cups in reverse, I think it's like you're kind of letting go of, like, wishes or hopes and dreams in a very positive way. And I feel like I get that with the Sun in reverse, too. It's like, kind of like your disappointment in a weird way is setting you free. Just because it's, like, wiping the slate clean. I think you're much more open to life being very different than you thought it would be. And I think you're much more open to kind of, like, finding the small blessings in your life that you can really appreciate. It definitely feels kind of like you've just been through, and also, so that's sort of, like, my vibe, because we also got the Wheel of Fortune here, and with this, I kind of get the sense of, like, you really being open to change, and really being open to, kind of fate, playing cards for you. Like, what I mean by that is maybe in the past, you had certain, like, 5-year plans, right? And you had, like, your goals list, and you had your, like, how I'm going to achieve my goals. But I think just, you know, Five of Swords in reverse, I think there's just been so much conflict and so much, just so many obstacles. And also, again, with the global pandemic, it's like, well, shit. I think it's, like, kind of like you, as Libra, as that sign, looking for that balance of mind and heart, and, like, balancing between the external and internal world. I think you're really kind of coming to this place of surrendering to what it really means, what fate really means, right? Like, when you roll a roulette wheel in Vegas, you don't have any expectation that, like, oh, I'm going to be able to make it land on the number or color I want it to, right? You know that it's sort of out of your hands. And the reason you spun the wheel wasn't because you thought you were going to be able to, like, do something special to control it. You spun the wheel because you were taking a chance, you were taking a risk. And so that's what I meant by, like, letting fate decide. Like, I feel like you're kind of gambling more in a positive way, where you're kind of understanding that you don't really have that much control, and the illusion of control, as I said before, was what was kind of keeping you just, like, in this permanently dissatisfied state, because it was like you were kind of almost constantly being disappointed by your own expectations. And so again, there's, like, that release of expectations, but releasing expectations isn't a bad thing. It's, like, a very positive thing that is opening you up to moving forward in new ways, because, like, I do feel a lot of movement with these two cards. I feel kind of like an initiation energy. Again, I feel like you're taking the reins in a new way. You're taking the reins not in this controlling, like, Five of Swords way, because I think the Five of Swords can be, like, trying to win at all costs, right? Like, this person technically won the battle, and look, well, whatever, this person, like, won the battle, but, like, they lost their friends, and so it was like, was it worth it? Not really, because even if they won, they lost. So you're letting go of this kind of, like, pattern of, like, setting yourself up for expectations and disappointment, and being open to how things unfold organically. And in that, maybe you're finding some truth, some clarity, just of, like, peace of mind, and also some, like, new inspiration about how to move forward. So, I don't know, it just feels positive and, like, open, like a new beginning, especially where your creativity and your words are concerned. So maybe you're journaling or writing something right now. It's also helping you kind of just process everything that you're coming to grasp about letting your life change in unpredictable, but hopefully very positive, mysterious ways. Taking these risks and these gambles based on your faith that things are going to kind of work out, because they are going to work out. We got the Ten of Cups here. So I feel like there's this very happy energy coming in. Plus we got the Four of Swords, and we got the Three of Cups. So, like, the Ten of Cups, like, kind of balanced by this Four of Swords and the Three of Cups. The Four of Swords in this deck in particular makes me think of a girl who is, like, hungover and, like, recovering from, like, the night before. And so maybe that's true for you a little bit, like what we talked about, like, recovering from the hangover of past disappointments. But also Four of Swords is a card to me of, like, meditating and, like, kind of chilling out and resting after some mental anguish of the Three of Swords. So it makes sense. But, like, yeah, it's definitely, like, recovering and, like, resting. And, so I think that you are in that process of kind of still taking it slow. Like, even if other people are eager to get out of quarantine, I think that you see the value in, like, letting this play out a little bit longer. Both for internal and external reasons, you know, like, I think the world is still in chaos, so maybe you're kind of, especially as a Libra, wisely kind of holding on to that sense of justice. Like, it's not just for me to go about pretending like everything's okay when everything has changed. I mean, you're, like, really embracing change right now, too, so I think you're really in this state of, like, I'm gonna really go slow with this. And then Ten of Cups and Three of Cups, I really feel like there's, like, celebrations in store for you. And not necessarily regarding any achievement, and this might be just, like, Zoom meetings with your friends, or it might be, like, family, or it might be that you're, like, having, like, kind of smaller one-on-ones with friends. So it's, like, maybe this is the first time you've seen your friends, in, like, 3 months or something like that. Not saying you're going to bars and, like, going crazy, I'm just saying you're, like, going to their apartment. And I think it's, like, that kind of energy of, like, reconnecting and really, really taking in how beautiful your friendships are and how blessed you are and how good life already is. Because this Ten of Cups almost doesn't feel like it's new. It just feels like you're seeing your life with new eyes. Maybe because since you've let go of some of that disappointment, that was like kind of maybe keeping you from fully appreciating everything you had. It's like now it's like a filter that was like kind of clouding your like your vision is, I don't know, just seeing more clearly. And as a result, I think you're really embracing and have a lot of gratitude for how beautiful your life already is. And yeah, I'm just sensing like a lot of gratitude and a lot of appreciation and a lot of like contentment and peace with just what maybe previously you took for granted, even friends, right? Like just how precious it is to have these people who really see you and understand you. And yeah, it just feels good. Like it feels like you're really kind of like getting what life is about for you in a very harmonious way. So that's basically my reading for you, and I love you, and I'll see you later.